Mayday, City of Rose, this is Plymouth Coastguard. We have received PLB alert.
I can remember on the 3rd of September, it was about 10 o'clock in the morning, when we were tasked to the Sidney Rose, a fishing boat that was in the Plymouth Sound, with a report of a man overboard.
Mayday station calling Plymouth Coastguard. Say again your name, over.
Sidney Rose, shipping vessel Sidney Rose.
Because we can see all the incidents on our computer database, I knew that a PLB, which is a personal locator beacon alert, had come in. Acting on that, the information that he'd given me, I then personally put out a Mayday relay.
Lifeboats are proceeding. I will continue to take further details from yourself.
By having a life jacket, you'll stay afloat for a longer period. By having a PLB and a light fitted will enable us to locate you far more rapidly than if you didn't have one.
A PLB alert will immediately be classed as distress.
This is Falmouth. We're now taking a mayday from a fishing vessel reporting one man overboard.
If we get a report of somebody, either man overboard or reported as missing, it is a bit like looking for a needle in a haystack.
The most difficult aspect is when you can't find somebody or it's too late.
The likely outcome where someone is wearing a life jacket and a PLB is that they will greatly enhance their chances of being found and rescued.
When you're getting lots of reports of that type of job, that gives you a greater sense of urgency because you know that they might only have a few minutes before drowning.
Mayday, City of Rose, this is Falmouth Coastguard. When did you last see crew member on board, over?
Just before I went in my bed, 3 miles from the purest breakwater.
I then continued through the Mayday procedure and put out another Mayday call to vessels in that area, and it was the same, obviously the same area as the PLB.
Mayday, City of Rose, Falmouth Coastguard, roger, stand on.
Hi, this is Plymouth Coastguard. On your approach to the area, can you position lookouts to have a good look out? We are confirmed there's definitely a man overboard. Whether or not he's with the PLB, we're unsure of.
Almost immediately we picked up the chirp from the PLB and switched to homing onto that signal.
To have a buoyancy aid or a life jacket and a PLB that they can set off, that's one of the quickest methods of raising an alarm.
Whatever the situation, you are called to people at some of their worst times. We spotted him. I threw an orange smoke into his general area. We talked to the lifeboats on the radios. They were directed by the smoke and our radio.
We have casualty on board. We're just doing an assessment of his condition. He looks fairly well so far.
There's no doubt that a life jacket and a PLB will help save a life, not just in this incident, but in many others.
My message to people working or doing anything with the water, especially if you're on your own, a PLB can make the difference between you coming home alive or not.
Mayday, City of Rose, this is Falmouth Coastguard. We have located your crew member, over.